Money making strategy. What is it? How can it help you? And how did it help me make $800 in 5 minutes day trading SPY? What's up, fam? It's your boy HoodEntrepreneurr, and today's video I'm going to be showing you my money making method that made me $800 in 5 minutes day trading SPY. So let's hop into it. Alright. Before we get into the charts, you need to understand what a bearish pin bar is and what it looked like. Okay, so I went to Google and just typed in bearish pin bar and went to images so you can see and get a feel for what it looked like. Okay, so anything that I'm saying, please make sure you do your own due diligence. Don't just take what I'm saying and run with it. Go do your own due diligence to see if it's following with what I say. All right, so a bearish pin bar, this is the bearish pin bar. As you can see, we have a long tail, a wick rejection, and at new highs, okay? This is the bearish pin bar right here. Okay, bearish pin bar, bearish pin bar. Let's see if we can pull this one up. And these are examples of a bearish pin bar on a trend line, okay? So every time we came to a trend line, bearish pin bar right here, and bearish pin bar right here. So I'm gonna show you how I made $800 in 5 minutes using this bearish pin bar strategy, okay? So the first thing I like to do when I'm day trading SPY, I always like to wait for the markets to, just to, be patient. Just don't rush into a trade and just hop into it or something. You wanna always be patient and let the markets come to you. Don't chase the markets, let it come to you. Don't, oh, let me hop into a trade, let me just play. No. Let the markets come to you. And what I mean by that is that you see something that you really know, that you studied for the past 3 months, 5 months, a year. Oh, I studied this method, this strategy for the past 6 months. I know that method. That is happening right now. Okay, that caught my eyes. That caught my attention because I'm familiar with that method. That's what I mean. Let the markets come to you. Let it pop out to you until you see something that's familiar with what you've been studying. Okay? That's going to help a lot instead of you just rushing into a trade or, just be patient. That's the whole key in trading is being patient. Other than that, now that y'all know what a bearish pin bar is, let's hop into the charts, man. Show y'all this money making method, man. Let's get it. All right, so this is SPY 5 minute chart. I love using the 5 minute and the 2 minute for day trading on SPY. So for the first 5 minutes, a SPY being open at 9:30, just being a little patient. I'm just chilling, talking to the students, just chilling. And then at 9:50 a.m., we get this new high, okay? A long tail, which is the wick. And then we got rejected at the long tail. So that's 3 confirmations that you can say, okay, hey, this is the bearish pin bar. It's new high, it's a tail, and it's a rejection at the tail at new highs. Okay, so you have 3 confirmations in 1 candle right there. So this bearish pin bar, so in my head, I'm starting to say, okay, this must be a bearish pin bar or it's trying to create a bearish pin bar. So the first thing I notice is that just to be patient, because there is a thing called false patterns, which we will get into later on, and false signals. So you always want to be patient. Just because you see the bearish pin bar, okay, you don't want to just hop into it and just take it. Remember, the bearish pin bar is the signal, okay? That's the signal. But what is your confirmation? That's 2 different things, okay? So the signal is the bearish pin bar to make me say, okay, I'm going to play puts. Now, what is your confirmation for you to say, okay, now I'm going to enter because that's my confirmation, all right? So for me, on Friday the 18th, the confirmations was just breakthrough of the support at 434.55 right here. Okay, so I'm going to delete it and then show you how I got this level real quick. Okay, so the way how I got this level is that I looked at pre-market. I have my pre-market hours on, and I seen that this is like it just flooded, it just straight falling, and then we retraced up right here, and then fell, made a new low, right? Not to mention at open, that's the same low we bounced off to run at open. So in my head, I'm thinking, okay, it made a new low and we bounced off that at open and ran. This must be a key level to have. So I'm just gonna draw a line right there, 434.5150. I'm just gonna draw a line right there. Why? Because it's telling me that this level is strong enough to get a nice move, because that's what it did when it broke it, coming down. When it broke it right here, we came back to the same exact level to retest before making new lows. Making a new low, okay, this level is strong enough to make a new low. Market is open right here at 9:30. We bounced off this same low, so we draw like a little trend line right here. We bounced off the same low, open, and ran, okay? So the signal is the bearish pin bar. Confirmation was the breakthrough of this support, 434.50. And that was the confirmation. So literally, soon as we break 434.50, you need to be entering puts. Get that money. And this is how I made $800 in 5 minutes. I entered soon as we broke this 434.50. And I sold right here at this 10 o'clock candle, this candle low, okay? So right here, 5 minutes, 5 minutes. Now we go to the 1 minute time frame, right? You can see it better. Okay, this was the bearish pin bar that was on the 5 minute, and this is what it looked like on the 1 minute. Once we broke this right here on the 5 minute, I start entering. Then at 10 o'clock right here, I start selling. Okay, hopefully this makes sense, but this is when you trade stocks and looking at the markets, don't overthink it. Don't overdo yourself, because when you overthink now you don't know what to believe. You don't know what to think. That's the same thing if you got too much on your charts. If you got 20 indicators, 100 indicators, you don't know what indicator to trust, what indicator to believe. You sit here and trusting 20 different indicators, you don't know which one is what. You confused now. That's the same with overthinking. Don't overthink because you don't want to confuse yourself. You see something, you like it, you stick with it, you keep it pushing. You go on to the next. Don't stay there and hesitate, and then that's how you're going to lose. No, trust your guts. Trust yourself. No, and that's how you're going to learn, okay? Experience is the best teacher. So trust your guts. Even if you are wrong, trust yourself. If you're wrong, cool. That's a learning curve to learn. If you're right, cool. That's still a learning curve to learn, because now you have more confidence within yourself because you trusted your gut and your gut was right. So now all you're doing is boosting your confidence now for you to get to the next level that you need to be. All right. So let's go to Discord real quick. All right. So as you can see, on August 18th at 9:53 a.m., I start seeing bearish pin bar at new high on 5 minute. Remember what I said? A new high, a long tail, and a rejection. So I'm literally saying at 9:53, I'm literally like, okay, I see what I like, you know. Next, I say 1 minute left to close. 1 minute left to close to see if this candle is going to finish to be a bearish pin bar, because it can look like it's going to be something, but that candle still have like 2 minutes left to close on that candle. And within that last 2 minutes, it can reverse, do something else, and it's not that. So always wait for the candle to close to take your position, okay? SPX and SPY 5 minute entering now for SPY puts. Okay, I got in, made my money, made my gains, and this is where I made my $800 and 37% in 5 minutes. And as you can see right at the top, I sold at 10 o'clock. So exactly 10 o'clock. That was a 5 minute play. 5 minute play, in and out. All right, so hopefully you was able to learn something. If you ask me, as long as you're paying attention, you learn what a bearish pin bar is. You learn that you should wait for a candle to close if you see something. So if you see a bullish engulfing or a doji, wait for the candle to close. Okay, you learn wait for a confirmation. You learned the difference between a signal and a confirmation. So that's your signal, but what's your confirmation to your signal? Okay. You learned that. Also, bearish pin bar, which I probably said that already. Other than that, man, I will be teaching y'all my daily methods here on this channel for free. So make sure y'all tap in and subscribe. Other than that, man, HoodEntrepreneurr, man.